Art friends, and welcome back to the Mandakyns Channel. Today we'll be learning how to make DIY ring displays. This is a finished one with the larger rollers. To do this project, you will need a picture frame, fabric, dowels, hair rollers, scissors, a hot glue gun, and some way to trim your dowels. This is what the larger rolls look like. You can make yours landscape or portrait style, as I'm about to demonstrate. The smaller rolls come in 10 to a pack, and the larger rolls come in 8 to a pack. The first thing I'm going to do is pop all the clips off and remove the core from every one of the foam rollers. After completing that, I thread the foam rollers onto the dowel and place it in my frame to see how it's going to look. Next, I'm going to measure the inside of the frame, and you can mark it with a pencil if you prefer, and then use your method of cutting. I'm using razor scissors here, and I'm just going to nip these at about 3 1/4 inches. I'm going to go ahead and do this for all the dowel rods and make sure they're the same length. Then I'm going to rethread all the dowel rods with the foam rollers, and I'll check to make sure that it's going to fit. In this case, I felt like the rollers were about 1/2 inch too long. So I do remove those and trim them down. After trimming them all, I flip the frame over and remove the back, and I set the glass to the side for another project. So then you'll replace the cardboard and the backing and close your frame up and flip it back over to the face. Next, you'll use your hot glue gun to apply hot glue to the bottom of the roller and press it onto the cardboard. And you'll do this however many times that you need to fill up your frame. Dimensions of your frame may be different than mine. That's why I have not provided any measurements, just the technique for how to accomplish this. I'll also apply a small line of glue beside the other roller and under where this one will go before pressing it in. And this just helps give it some stability. You want to make sure you don't actually glue each roller to one another. That way you can get your fabric all the way to the bottom. So now you just want to open the back of it up and press out the foam rollers from the back side. Next, we'll grab our piece of fabric, and this type of fabric is similar in consistency to what you would use for the liner of a coat. And I have just laid it across, and I am pressing the fabric into each one of the folds created by the rollers. Next, I'll trim that using a pair of scissors. And then I flip it over and I apply glue. You don't want to pull too hard or you will pull the creases, the folds, out from the rollers, which is not the desired effect. So go ahead and do the other side. And then I trim my ends, making sure that I have enough to be able to overlap to the back side when I press it through the frame, but not so much that it's going to be bulky when I have to apply the back of the frame. So I don't recommend using a thick fabric for this. Now you'll apply a small bit of hot glue in the corners and press it down from the sides, and this will make it easier for it to go into the frame as well as ensure that it looks nice in the corners. And then I gently press it in. You may want to go back and cut off any excess fabric that you have that's bulking up or preventing you from placing the back onto it. And so all you'll do is just press those over. You can also hot glue them. I did not. And I just press the back onto the frame and close the hinges. Then I use a very thick knitting needle, and I make sure that all of my lines are nice and even. Here I'm just filling up my frames with some steampunk parts. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what types of events that you're attending. If you intend on creating one of these ring displays for an art festival or a craft show, I'd love to be able to hear about it. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments below. If you found this content helpful, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell. Thanks so much for watching. Happy arting.